second and third, only separated by 7 points. Only 2 points separate first and second. Take a look and see who we have scheduled for the Southern Sport Mods presented by USA Record. Charles Flanagan going to be up on the pole. Just got an email from his fans cheering Flanagan on in the 57. Also, 10C Colton Birmingham, his fans checking in as well via the email. Second row inside, Greg Atwood, 23, Jason Hubert, 778. Third row inside, the H14 of Heath Stewart, 17E, Eric Sigilski. In the fourth row inside, Robert Stewart, 32, 12, Brandon Guerin. Your points leader back on row 5 inside, 21M, Dustin Mooney. And second in points, Trevor Cogburn, back by him, fifth row outside, and Wyatt Wagner back there by himself. It's a big 20-lap main event for your IMCA Southern Sport Mods presented by USA Record. Thanks to all the fine folks with the Bastrop County Area Go Texan Committee that's here tonight. We had a chance to talk to Christy Kismore on our Race Day Live pre-race show earlier about them getting money for scholarships for graduating seniors here in the Bastrop area. The Bastrop High Schools and Homeschool doing a great job. One of the local young ladies got $20,000 from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. All right, here we go. Sport Mods, IMCA Southern Sport Mods, Orange Tire. Charles Flanagan on the pole. Here we go, folks. Green flag, green light, off and running. Whoa, watch out. Cockburn and Guerin clip each other up there in turn 1 and 2. They get back into it. They keep it on going, but man, they got a long way to go to catch up. Second in points, and your defending track champion getting tied up in that, up in turn 1. Now the only thing they can hope for now is a yellow flag to catch back up to the group. Whoa, watch out, another spin there. Looks like a solo spin by Cockburn up in turn 2. He may sit still there and bring out the yellow. Not saying he's doing that on purpose, but this will bring the group back to him. He's in the back anyway. But that lets him catch up to the group. The power of the yellow flag restarted that engine. Never one to accuse drivers of doing anything on purpose, but if you're in the back and you're a long way away from the cars in the rear, and the yellow comes out, it's going to bring you back. And Trevor Cockburn is one of those drivers that can start picking off those cars in front of him one at a time. Lights are going to go out on the back straightaway. Keep an eye on that 601 Trevor Cockburn. Just because he brought that yellow out and he's in the back doesn't mean he's going to stay there very long. I've been riding an awful lot of times this year about certain cars, and he's one of them. Flanagan leads him around. Green, green, green. On the restart, here we go, rushing down the front straightaway. Flanagan keeps it low, coming out of 1 and 2. Oh, he bobbled there a little bit, and here come 2 cars, one to the left, one to the right. Are they both going to get by? Yes, they will. Up in turn 3, Flanagan with just that little bit of a mistake, and one car goes on each side of him and pushes him back to third. That's going to be Colton Birmingham in the 10C and Jason Hubert Sr. in the 778. Just that little bit of a mistake, ladies and gentlemen, can make that go from first to third in the blink of an eye. Man, you lose that momentum, you lose that power, and then Birmingham and Hubert, both solid drivers in their own right, split the tail there, made an Oreo cookie for just a moment, with Flanagan in the middle, and now he's in third. And dropping quickly, now he's back to 5th. Not sure if there's anything wrong with the 57 car, or everybody's just a little bit better than he is, but they are now motoring around, pushing him to 5th, and he may drop back to 6th if he's not careful. Colton Birmingham started up on the front row outside. He's out of Cedar Park, Texas. driving like he stole it right now down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. Hubert Sr. started on the second row outside out of Belton, Texas. Trying to catch up to young Colton Birmingham as he takes that low line there. Flanagan one more time holding that 5th position. Got to watch out. Here comes Atwood. And here comes Trevor Cockburn. Heath Stewart not having a good run. Not a typical Heath Stewart run in that H14 tonight. Nice run, setting up single file, all except the car on the outside of row 3 of turn 3 and 4 as they come down the front straightaway. Trying to set up a nice move there. Eric Sigelski in the 17E trying to get by Flanagan. Flanagan, your 4th place car. Sigelski directly next to him and Cockburn right behind him. We got plenty of laps to go for Cockburn and Sigelski to advance their positions past Flanagan in the 57. Right now, Colton Birmingham still riding high out there. Dustin Mooney has now got up past Hubert into 2nd, pushing Hubert back to 3rd, Sigelski 4th, Flanagan 5th, Trevor Cockburn 6th, Greg Atwood 7th, Heath Stewart all the way back in 8th. Here comes Dustin Mooney, your points leader. Stalking Colton Birmingham. Will he go inside? Will he go outside? He sticks that nose low in 3 and 4. Trying not to touch him as they go through the turns down the front straightaway. Colton's got some pretty good power. Here goes Mooney one more time. Mooney sets up behind him coming out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Still waiting, looking for that opportunity. Thought he was sniffing around inside a couple of laps ago, but Birmingham shut the door. Won't let him get that nose down low up on that back left quarter panel. Mooney's going to have to figure something else out. Hubert still back in 3rd, Flanagan 4th, Cockburn 5th. Not a typical Trevor Cockburn run here tonight at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Whoa, watch out, turn 3 on the low side, Trying to get that car going before the yellow comes out. Nope, not going to happen. Yellow. Well, that's something Colton Birmingham did not want to see come out here. That's going to put Dustin Mooney still right there with him and ready to make some moves. That was 57 Charles Flanagan, it looked like, spinning up out there in the entrance of turn 4. All right, so after a review on some of the replays here on Race On, the instant replay, where it looked like maybe the 601 of Trevor Cogburn knocked Flanagan for a loop up there. Officials in the infield are saying one thing, a video replay showing something else. So our race director has made a decision, puts both the drivers back to their spot, and they'll talk about it after the race. Lights are going out on the back straightaway. Oh, your race leader, Colton Birmingham. He's not doing it, Dylan Kowalik. He cuts it right there at the race on sign. He says, let's get this race restarted. Come on now. Colton Birmingham, Dustin Mooney, and Jason Hubert Sr. running 1, 2, 3. Flanagan got his spot back to 4th. Trevor Cogburn 5. Mooney going to set it up one more time. Still got plenty of time in this main event here, the A main. Looking real good out there. Firing away on all cylinders. Colton Birmingham. His fans sent in some emails earlier tonight cheering on that young driver in the 10C. Here comes your points leader, Dustin Mooney, setting him up again, looking to the inside. One more time, Mooney looks to the inside, cuts in by that orange tire. Oh, man. Nearly clips that orange tire. Has to back off now as he falls back in to a solid second. Meanwhile, Trevor Cogburn in 4th. Right behind Jason Hubert Sr. I told you, when Cogburn was in the back, he wasn't going to stay there very long. And he's just picking drivers off one at a time, working his way through the pack, making this look like a good race. And now he is all the way up to 4th after dropping back to 11th. Greg Atwood not giving up. He's right there behind Trevor Cogburn in the 23. Meanwhile, here comes Dustin Mooney. He sets it up on the inside. Watch out for that orange tire. Makes it by safely. There's your new race leader. It's Dustin Mooney with the pass and the lead. Colton Birmingham 2nd. Jason Hubert Sr. 3rd. Dustin Mooney doing a great job. Just sitting there. Waiting, and then pounces on Colton Birmingham. Birmingham holding that lead for as long as he could. Now, once Mooney's out in that clean air, he's opening up the gap between himself and Birmingham. A good 3-4 car length lead with 2 laps to go this time by. Dustin Mooney screams by as your race leader. Birmingham in 2nd, Hubert 3rd, Cogburn 4th, and Greg Atwood rounds out the top 5. Can Cogburn make one more pass and get a 3rd place finish? Let's find out together. 1 lap to go. Right by the flag stand. There goes Mooney. A solid lead. Birmingham in second. Hubert third. Cockburn fourth. Not used to saying that in 2026 for Trevor Cockburn. Here comes the checkered flag win. He's the man of the hour. It's Dustin Mooney with the win. In the IMCA Southern Sport Mods presented by USA Record. Colton Birmingham finishing up in second. Jason Hubert, senior,